How to use AI to boost your productivity. I'm going to share with you the way I use AI and how you can use it too. Welcome, colleagues. George Sloan, Myford University. Uh, we are in a world where AI is everyone is talking about AI. Well, I've been using it for years now, and I'm going to share with you the ways that I use it and ways that you can use it too. So, one way I use it as an editor. I will write something and then I will ask it to edit it for me. And then I'll rewrite it and I'll ask it again. And I use it as an iterative process to help my writing get a little sharper and crisper. Um, Number two, I use it as a research assistant. I love doing research. I love, going down rabbit holes. I usually start with Google searches. I go in and do Reddit searches. I do a number of searches. And then once I have a grasp of the concepts and ideas, then I start asking questions in ChatGPT. I use it as a research assistant. Tell me everything you need, that you can find out about X, Y, and Z. Give me pros and cons, and I use it to supplement my research approach. Number three, I use it as a secretary. I ask it to help me when it comes to doing mundane, stupid tasks. I will have an outline for a PowerPoint presentation, and I say, here's my outline. Do me a favor, start the PowerPoint presentation and lay it all out in individual slides, just like you would hand off to somebody else. It's quick and dirty. Um, I will use it as a secretary when it comes to, if I'm going to craft an email. If I'm doing a simple, quick one, no problem. If I'm doing something a little more complicated, I'll write it and say, please review this and see if there's any way we can sharpen it up. And if I like what I get, I use it. If I don't, I reiterate and do it again. All right. Number four, I use it as a sounding board. I use it as a sounding board in the sense of, say I'm doing some brainstorming and I'm saying, all right, I've come up with 20 ways that, I might be able to solve this problem. Take a look, rank them, add to them, give me some ideas, let's bounce back and forth and let's do some brainstorming together. You literally have to tell it you want to brainstorm with it. Um, Number five, I use it as a devil's advocate. I sit there and I put together a plan and I put it in and I say, um, tell me where the flaws of this plan might be. What could possibly go wrong? Because as a project manager, I tend to do a lot of contingency planning, and you always try to figure out, all the possible issues that might pop up. But much like in the movie the Bridge over the River Kwai, a great movie by the way, there's always one more thing, and I will use AI as a devil's advocate to help me try to pinpoint those things. All right, I use it as an expert advisor SME. Um, if I don't know too deep on a particular area, I will say, you're an expert in this particular area. I'm a novice at it. Give me a summary report of what it is I need to know to have a good understanding or grasp of this. And it is a good tool for that. Okay, number seven, I use it as a virtual assistant. I'll give it some simple, mundane tasks. I ask it some simple questions. I use it like a VA. All right. Number eight, I use it as a teacher or a trainer. When I'm going to do certifications, I will, sometimes I'll go and I'll buy a test bank of questions, but I'll also use AI and say, hey, I need some intermediate and advanced questions for this particular certification. Can you set up some questions that would be similar to what I would see on the test? And I use it as a way to test myself. And I also will sometimes say, please time it so that I don't take longer than I should. So it's good in terms of that. I also use it as an evaluator. I will, provide it with some detail of stuff that I put together and say, give me an evaluation. Tell me ways I can improve it. So that kind of gets me to number 10. I use it as a tool. I don't use it as a substitute. I don't use it as a replacement. I use it as a tool. And you can and should too. A lot of people talk about the idea that, you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to someone that works with AI or uses AI. And I'm looking to be that person that uses it and understands it and uses it for the tool that it is. It is a phenomenal tool, but again, it's not a substitute. It does make mistakes. So I'm going to get a little deeper into some of this. I'll talk about some of the prompts and things I use and create. If you're interested in this, visit myforduniversity.com, where I cover this and many other concepts that can help you both personally and professionally, particularly when it comes to getting knowledge and skills and applying them quickly. At myforduniversity.com, you can learn it fast and apply it faster. We'll see you there.